A crucial, nail-biting contest in the neighbouring state of Haryana was on. But it was Punjab, strangely, that was making all the news. Panchayat elections, the changes in the Chief Minister's office, the changes in the top administration of the state, and a seemingly resurgent Congress and Akali Dal. That is what has been making waves in Punjab. I'm Ruchika, I'm Khanna, and I'm joined by my colleague, Mr. Rajmeet Singh, as we discuss all that is happening in Punjab. Rajmeet ji, why the Panchayat elections so important in Punjab this time?
The Panchayat elections are basically the grassroots Panchayati Raj institutions. So it is not the Panchayat election, it is the MLA who fights the elections. Because it is the panches and sarpanches in the villages, who matter during the conduct of polls for the assembly elections. So I think that is one of the main reasons that the parties are taking this Panchayat elections too seriously.
You mean that the grassroots cadre of the party is what is being set when you contest contest and win the Panchayat election. So that is why it's very crucial
because now
for all
2.5 years down the line, the assembly elections are there, the 4 by-elections of the assembly are there. So the ruling party and the opposition parties are ensuring that their cadre remains intact. Because the panchayats are in power, they are in control, they will have a better, mobilization of resources, mobilization of manpower. So that's why it's, they're taking very seriously and, taking it to the...
So is it for the first time you think that there's been such a nail-biting contest and such animosity, I would say? Exactly. They've been on the last day of nomination, we had reports which said that there were lots of incidents of firing. There've been I think 2 murders. As of date, there've been several people who've been injured.
No, it's not the first time. You must remember when the Akalis were in power, similar things used to happen when Congress Captain Amarinder Singh was in power in 2018. There was a lot of petitions in the High Court. There was a lot of ruckus then also. So yeah, I would say the standard of democracy is going down. It is becoming more and more now seriously complicated. There are more controversies now.
What is this whole controversy about the rejection of nomination papers?
Yeah, there is a very mandatory law that is called a chola tax. It's sort of a property tax. It's rupee, I think 7 per annum.
Per annum, that's right.
So generally the department doesn't make a list of the defaulters of the Panchayat. But during the Panchayat elections, it is one of the main reasons you have to seek an NOC for that. So the opposition parties are accusing the ruling party of delaying or rejecting the candidature on the pretext of not giving them NOC or some other pretext or some encroachment on the government land. So this is one of the main reasons. That is the controversy.
So what exactly has happened in the High Court yesterday?
I think 275 petitions, they were filed and they were stayed by the High Court. There were a variety of reasons. Like in one case, their papers were rejected they had the NOC. Still, their papers were not rejected. Then there was another case, very interesting case in Gidarbaha. The list was displayed, and after that, the symbols were allotted. And then suddenly the names were rejected in the list. So there was a lot of ruckus in the 4 o'clock in the morning.
I believe a number of petitions are again coming up for hearing in the High Court today.
I think around 700, that's what Congress is claiming. They are preparing the list and that they are filing because some of the candidates cannot afford. So the parties, Akali is also
so this means that just as the High Court has stayed the election process in 275, based on these 275 petitions yesterday. So do you think there's a possibility of the entire election process being stayed, or will it be stayed for these 700 odd petitions that come up for hearing today?
So far it seems it is going to petition basis. I think more should be stayed on if that is a trend. So it will put a question mark on the conduct of the October 15 deadline. So we have to wait because it is a legal matter. So I think there is some issue on that. So my question, Ruchika ji, too, is why this Congress is accusing AAP of malpractices and gangsters being involved in the this conduct of election.
See, whosoever is ruling in the state, the ruling party always has an advantage. There have been numerous complaints by the opposition parties, be it the Congress or be it the Akali Dal and even the BJP. All three opposition parties have been saying that the ruling party MLAs have been using their influence. They've been using their influence in the administration with the BDPOs, who are the returning officers for this election, and they have been using them to ensure that the nomination papers of the opposition parties supported candidates are rejected. One of the in Faridkot, if I remember correctly, there was this instance where after the last date of nominations, and after the last date of rejection of nominations, 2 days thereafter, the nominations were rejected. So I believe the opposition party candidates then created a lot of ruckus. In Giddar Baha, we all know that Mr. Rajavading has actually been taken to the streets, and he's fighting it out from there.
Yeah, because Rajavading is his home turf.
That's right. That's
exactly
right.
like he has to fight the elections from there, his wife or he fights.
Yes. So what is this controversy? I mean, a lot of opposition parties have been alleging. There have been some videos that also have started circulating, wherein people are claiming that the gangsters, are calling the shots. They've been calling candidates, forcing them to withdraw. So what is your take on that?
Congress is accusing the AAP of bringing in gangsters to threaten the candidates from filing. But recently, one panchayat in, I think, Malwa has said, no, it was we announcedly elected, the candidate was no gangster. It is basically an allegation of the Congress and Akali Dal.
But I believe there have been some videos circulating. A very senior, a member of parliament from Majha region of the Congress has gone on record to say that in several villages in his constituency,
Jaggu
Bhagwanpuria has been calling up candidates and forcing them to withdraw in favor of candidates that he supports. Could that happen?
If we go by the allegation as claimed by Sukhi Randhawa, member of parliament, but I think administration has not acted upon it, or there is no investigation in that. Ruchika ji, how many nominations have been accepted and rejected? What is the latest data on the status by the Election Commission?
So I think the nominations accepted and rejected, would be, as of now, there are 1,66,000 people who are in fray for the post of panchas, and about 52,825 people who are in fray for the post of sarpanchas. But this time the ruling party and all the leaders of Aam Aadmi Party, they have been making very fervent requests to people in villages, asking them that they should elect panchayats unanimously. The reason the ruling party has been emphasizing on this is that they say they do not want to spoil the social fabric of the villages. So interestingly, according to the figures that we have from the State Election Commission, there are 3,798 sarpanchas who have been elected unanimously, and there are 48,861 panchas who have been elected unanimously. But this said, there have also been certain controversies, especially in a village in Sangrur, which is called Karachon. One of the OSTs of the CM is from that village, and allegations are that though he did manage to ensure that the sarpanchas and panchas were elected unanimously, people in the village have alleged that this was forced upon them, and there have been dharnas in that village.
In this panchayat election, one of the major questions everybody is asking, what are the changes in the conduct of polls that party has made, the ruling party has made?
So, if you remember, during the monsoon session of the Vidhan Sabha that happened in September first week, the Punjab Panchayati Raj Act, there were amendments in the Act, and there was amendment even in the Punjab Panchayat Raj rules. So, the section 12 of the rules said that a lot of candidates, if they wanted, could contest the panchayat elections on party symbols. The government decided that nobody should be allowed to contest polls on party symbols, although nobody, has done it, but the amendment was made, and now nobody can contest elections on panchayat, on the party symbols. The second amendment that they made was that they wanted to change the reservation rooster, which means that the number of wards that are to be reserved for that kept aside for general categories, and the number of wards that are to be reserved for the scheduled castes and the backward classes. The government wanted to change that rooster. So earlier, a block was taken as a unit when the rooster was made. Now the district has been taken as a unit. So these are the changes that have been made.
Ruchika ji, what is happening in the Chief Minister office?
Rajmeet ji, a lot has been happening there. Ever since Mr. Arvind Kejriwal has come out, secured a bail and come out, he has been reviewing the performance of the Punjab's Aam Aadmi Party government. So as part of this review, first an OSD of the Chief Minister, Professor Onkar Singh, who was in fact looking after the CM's own constituency at Dhuri, he was forced to resign. After that, the Director Communications in the Chief Minister's office, Mr. Navneet Wadhwa, who was perceived to be very close to the CM, his contract ended and the contract was not renewed. Then after that, the Director Media Relations, Mr. Baldej Pannu, again considered a close aide of the Chief Minister. He was also asked to tender his resignation. So was another Director Social Media, Manpreet Kaur. So things, apparently it seems that, they are trying to kind of completely rejuvenate the Chief Minister's office. They are trying to bring in more professionalism. They're trying to give it a push. The Aam Aadmi Party is trying to give it, give a push to all the development agenda that they want to unleash in Punjab. After all, they have to showcase the Punjab model in Delhi because Delhi elections is just round the corner. February, the Delhi elections are going to be held. They have to showcase that, they have performed well politically. They have been able to give out good governance in Punjab, and that is what they want to cash in on Delhi. In Delhi, with the BJP doing very well in Haryana and also along the entire belt of Haryana surrounding Delhi. So this time, there is also an anti-incumbency for AAP in Delhi. As a result, the Aam Aadmi Party leadership is trying to leave no stone unturned, and they want to present a model of Punjab in Delhi. So I believe the changes that have been happening are part of this whole game plan. So, what is the opposition take on, the changes that have been happening in the Chief Minister's office?
The opposition, Ruchika ji, has been saying that the Delhi always wanted to take over. They had tried earlier also a couple of times, but could not. And this time also, the sequence of events they are quoting. And they say that Delhi, the administration, AAP administration is trying to take over.
But before this, we have the Congress government in power. Don't you think in the Congress the situation was just the same? I mean, everything flowed down from the party leadership down to Punjab.
Yeah, but
it was always like that in Congress. So it's like the kettle calling the pot black.
There was opposition to captain. It has started building up in 20 and 21 September. They removed him, though the experiment failed. It was a short term. Chandigarh was a CM for a very short while. But that thing had started already they were trying for the last. In 2019, actually, it had started in Congress, trying to remove. But, they could not do it because of different factors. The MLAs, captain managed.
It started in 2019?
Yeah, it certainly started in 2019. But
before COVID?
Around COVID, but it took a direction, I would say, in 2020 and 21, September they removed him. The MLAs are trying to regroup against him, go to Delhi, and it started, same thing.
No. I'm saying, what I'm asking you is that, don't you think in the Congress also it was always the party high command that decided things? So why is the Congress now accusing Aam Aadmi Party of interference by its party leadership?
Yeah, it always decided, but Captain Amarinder was showing eyes to them, had started showing, he was trying to act an authority, he did not listen to them. He went close to Modi, he went close to Shah, so that was, annoying the high command. So same thing could have happened, what I mean to say in AAP also.
So, what is your take on the change in the top civil administration in Punjab? The Chief Secretary was changed. So, what is your take on it?
That's what we hear from the reports that performance was one of the angle. The MLAs were complaining against him. The implementation of the different schemes was not on the scheduled time. So this was one of the main reasons. As you have said that, with Delhi elections in mind, they need to set up a model. So one of the reasons is that.
Thank you, Rajmeet ji. With this, we end this episode of Decode Punjab. Please continue to read your favorite newspaper, which is the Tribune. Please continue to follow us on all our social media handles, on Facebook, on X, on Instagram. Thank you very much.